to all of you present in the meeting. Today our topic is AI-driven wildlife conservation, which I will be presenting with my teammates MD Kaf and Rishabh Yadav. So when people think of artificial intelligence, the major image that pops up in their heads is that of a robot gliding around and giving mechanical replies. But there are many forms of AI, and the AI used in wildlife conservation is one of them. AI can be very useful in various ways, such as wildlife monitoring, predicting climate change, which we'll be discussing later on. In this presentation, we'll have a closer look into the problems faced by wildlife and the functioning of the AI in preventing those problems. But before that, let us have a look at the content table. So today we will talk about the threats to wildlife and also the climate change. Moving forward, we will also discuss the governmental and non-governmental involvements and application of AI. And at the end, we will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of AI using wildlife conservation. Now let us begin with threats to wildlife. There are several threats to wildlife, such as habitat loss, pollution, climate change, overexploitation, invasive species, human-wildlife conflicts, etc. Some of them are like habitat loss. Human activities such as deforestation, urbanization, and agriculture leads to destruction of natural habitats. This disrupts wildlife population and can drive species to extinction. There are also causes of habitat loss, such as deforestation. Large-scale clearing of forest for timber, agricultural, and development destroys the homes of countless plants and animal species. So, and also urbanization. Deforestation refers to the large-scale removal or clearing of forests, often driven by human activities. It is a significant environmental issue with far-reaching consequences for biodiversity, climate, and ecosystem health. There are several causes of deforestation, such as agricultural, logging, infrastructure development, urbanization, and mining. And there are also consequences of deforestation, and some of them are like forest loss of biodiversity, which is forests are home to countless plants and animal species, and the destruction leads to habitat loss and species extinction. And some of them are forest plays a role in regulating water cycles by absorbing and releasing water gradually. Deforestation can lead to altered rainfall patterns and increased flooding. Poaching. Poaching refers to the illegal hunting, capturing, or killing of wild animals, often for their valuable body parts such as ivory, horns, furs, or skins. This illicit activity can severe consequences for wildlife populations, ecosystems, and even local communities. There are several causes and also motivations for poaching. Profit. Poaching is driven by the lucrative black market trade in wildlife products, which fetch high prices for collectors and consumers. Trophy hunting. Certain animals are targeted for their trophies like tusks or antlers, which are seen as status symbols or collected for display. Wildlife pollution. Wildlife pollution, also known as environmental pollution, refers to the introduction of harmful substances into the environment that negatively affect wildlife, ecosystem, and natural processes. Pollution can originate from various sources, including industrial activities, agriculture, urbanization, and improper waste management. There are several types of pollution. Some of them are water pollution and soil pollution. Effect of climate change on wildlife. Climate change driven primarily by human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation is causing significant shifts in temperatures, weather patterns, and ecosystems around the world. These changes can profound impact on wildlife species and their habitats. Uh, Now I would like to hand over the PPT to my teammate MD Kaf. Thank you.
I'm Mohammad Kaf, and today I will put some slides on the conservation methods that we can use to protect our wildlife species. Today we live in a world where everyone is only interested in modernizations and industrializations, but no one cares about the nature. Day by day, our rare species are getting endangered and later extinct. Poaching is responsible for poaching is responsible for their and poaching is responsible thousands of wildlife killings. Key concepts and strategies are endangered species, habitat protections, breeding programs, anti-poaching efforts. Government involvement in wildlife protection. Government had put a lot of efforts to stop poachings and introduce many laws for wildlife protections, also known as Wildlife Protections Act 1972. Later, government kept working towards the protections of animals like in 1973, the introduced Project Tiger specially launched to Project Bengal Tiger. Similarly, in 1992 and following years, they launched Project Elephant and other projects to protect endangered species. Government has also created many sanctuaries and national parks to protect our animals and also biospheres and resources and central zoo authorities. Non-government involvement. Government, along with government efforts, there are many non-profit organizations who work towards saving animals. NGOs and conservation organizations, Wild Trust of India focuses on wild conservation, anti-poaching effort, habitat restorance, and human wildlife conflict management. World Wildlife Fund or Fund for Nature's works on various conservation projects including species protections, habitat preservation, and climate change adaptation. Now, Bombay Natural History Society conducts research, conservation, and education programs to protect India's biodiversity. Nature Conservation Foundations conducts research and conservation products on a range of species from elephant to birds and butterflies. Now, community-based conservations. Bishnoi community, the Bishnoi of Rajasthan have a strong traditions of protecting wildlife and trees driven by their religious beliefs. Community reserves in partnerships with local community, the government has established community reserves where actively participate in conservation and benefit from ecotourism. Tribal and indigenous initiative. Many tribal and indigenous community have a deep connections with nature and are actively involved in conservation efforts that align with their tradition practices. Now I will pass on my turn to Rishabh Yadav.
Now, what is AI? The artificial intelligence refers to the stimulation of human intelligence processes by computer systems. It involves the development of computer programs and algorithms that can perform tasks that is typically requires human intelligence such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception and language. AI technology enables the machine to mimic conjunctive functions and make decisions based on data and patterns. AI systems are designed to analyze larger amounts of data and then apply the required knowledge to perform the task. There are different levels of AI ranging from narrow or weak AI, which is designed to perform specific tasks, to, to general or strong AI, which would possess human-like abilities across a wide range of tasks. Now we'll look at the process of AI. Number one, data collection, field data. Collection of data through various means such as camera traps, acoustic recordings, satellite imageries, GPS tracking, and more. Number two, data processing, cleaning and organizing collected data to remove noise, error, and inconsistencies. Formatting data for compatibility with AI algorithms. Number three, data labeling behaviors and and the habitat types. And then number four, algorithm selection, choosing the appropriate AI techniques such as machine learning tools, algorithms, and the computer vision models. And the applied trained AI model to identify species from images or audio recordings, tracking the individual animal based on on a distinctive marking or features. Then the application of AI. Number one, wildlife monitoring. Number cam camera traps. AI-powered image recognition can identify and classify species in camera trap photos, allowing researchers to monitor wildlife population and behaviors. Number two, satellite imageries. AI analyzes satellite images to track changes in habitat, deforestation, and other changes that impact the wildlife. Number two, poaching and transit trafficking. Predictive analytics. AI can predict the poaching hotspots by analyzing patterns in historical data, helping authorities allocate resources effectively. Number two, drones. Drones equipped with AI can detect and track poachers, monitor wildlife movement, and survey hard to reach areas. Number three, behavior analysis. AI analyzes animal behaviors and movement patterns to understand migration routes, breeding habits, and interactions. Climate change impact. AI processes climate change data to predict how changing conditions affect wildlife habitat. And number five, disease surveillance. AI can analyze the data to identify potential disease outbreaks in wildlife populations, enabling timely responses to prevent spread. And then the advantages of AI. Number one, effective monitoring. AI powered cameras and sensors can continuously monitor the vast areas, detecting and altering authorities to potential threats such as poaching, habitat destruction, and illegal activities. Number two is real-time analysis. AI can process large amount of data quickly, enabling real-time analysis of animal behavior, migration patterns, and ecosystem health, aiding in rapid decision making. Number three, disease detection. AI algorithms can analyze the patterns in animal behavior to identify signs of diseases early, enabling them a timely intervention to prevent diseases outbreaks. Anti-poaching efforts. AI can identify and differentiate between humans and animals in camera footage, helping to combat poaching by detecting intruders in protected areas. Now, the three advantages of AI. Number one, data limitations and bias. AI system requires a large amount of data to, to train effectively. In many cases, there might not be enough high quality data available, leading to biases and inaccuracies in the AI predictions. This can be particularly problematic for rare or endangered species that have a limited data available. Number two, high initial cost. Developing and implementing AI systems for wildlife conservation can be expensive. Costs include acquiring appropriate hardware, developing custom software, and training personnel to operate and maintain the technology. For organizations with limited funding, this can be a significant barrier. Number three, dependency on technology. Relying heavily on AI technology can make a conservation efforts vulnerable to technical failures or disruptions. If the AI systems malfunction or encounter arises, it could lead to critical data loss or the mismanagement of conservation efforts. Number four, the ethical concerns. Using AI to monitor and manage wildlife raises ethical questions, particularly in cases where the technology could impact animal behaviors or habitats. For example, the use of drones or robots might disturb the animals, affecting their natural behavior. Now, the conclusion. Wildlife is a conservation is a critical endeavor that plays a vital role in a safeguarding Earth's biodiversity and maintaining the balance of ecosystem. It is a multi-phased effort that requires the collaboration of scientists, policies makers, local communities, and technology to address the complex change posed by habitat loss, climate change, poaching, and more. As we conclude our explanation of wildlife conservation, several key takeaways emerge. Number one, biodiversity prevention. Wildlife conservation is not about protecting individual species. It's about maintaining the web of life on our planet. Uh, every species contribute to the health and stability of ecosystem, maintaining them more resilient in the face of disturbance. Number two, ecosystem. Ecosystem provides valuable services that benefits humans, such as clean water, air purification, pollination. By conserving wildlife and their habitat, we ensure the continuation of these services, which, which, which are crucial for our well-being. Number three, local and global impact. Conservation efforts have both a local and global impact. The actions taken in one's region can have a ripple effects on ecosystem and species around the world. Collaboration and international cooperation are essential to address the interconnected changes. Human-wildlife interactions, recognizing the intricate relationship between the humans and wildlife is essential. Sustainable conservation strategies often involve engaging and respecting local communities, integrating traditional knowledge, and finding ways to mitigate conflicts between humans and wildlife. Thank you.